Today, we visit Chinese entrepreneur Wang Quanmin. True to his name, everyone calls him Brother Quanmin. In Indonesian Chinese business and community circles, competition is fierce. Outside work, he's passionate about diving and organized a local badminton club, which effectively promoted unity and communication among the local Chinese community. The club is also influential in the area, thanks to his deep understanding of the Indonesian steel market. With his deep understanding of the local market and customs, his business has expanded smoothly. It is also worth mentioning that he is one of the organizers of the soon-to-be-established Hebei Chamber of Commerce, playing an important role in uniting people and building a platform for business cooperation, and he is passionate about creating more benefits for industry exchange. Everyone is welcome to come to Indonesia for more exchanges and interactions and to explore development opportunities together. Brother Wang,
hey,
I heard you've been in Indonesia for 18 years. Could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us what industry you're in?
Altogether, it's been 18 years. There were 2 or 3 years during the pandemic when I stayed in China, but from the very beginning, I've been working in sales for a steel company group. I was assigned to various countries in Southeast Asia. In the early days, I was in Thailand. Later, I went to Indonesia, as well as the Philippines, Malaysia, India, and other countries, always working in steel sales. Our steel mainly consists of high quality and special steels used for manufacturing machinery parts, automobile and motorcycle components, and so on.
So it must be a large state-owned enterprise, right?
Yes, it's a large state-owned enterprise group.
You've been here for 18 years. After so many years in Indonesia, what has your experience of life in Indonesia been like?
After more than 10 years, I do have some experiences and feelings about it. When I was first sent overseas, since I had no previous experience working abroad, it was hard to adapt at the beginning. But with the busy work schedule, sometimes I would forget about those feelings. Outside of work though, life felt a bit monotonous because my family is back in China. I was here alone, and although I had a team, most of the time after work, everyone just went their separate ways. Living alone in a rented apartment overseas, that's when your emotions can start to shift.
Especially when you're young, you know.
Once you have a family, sometimes you worry about things back home outside of work, but since you're not with your family, there are things happening at home that you just can't help with.
Right?
But as time goes by, you have to adjust your mindset. When I first arrived, my emotions fluctuated a bit, but I kept reminding myself that we're here to work, to make a living.
I had to do some mental preparation for myself.
You need to prepare and make that adjustment.
Exactly.
So during that period, you have to adjust and adapt. Later on, you start to build some connections and social circles, and you have interactions outside of work. Your leisure life becomes richer.
You more friends.
You make more friends, and everyone is really happy together, supporting and helping each other, especially among Chinese people overseas. There's a strong sense of unity and support. So I gradually adjusted, and later on, I actually grew to like Indonesia as a country. Because in Indonesia, besides work, there's so much more to life. In terms of leisure, this country actually has very rich tourism resources. There are over 17,000 islands, and the marine resources are quite abundant. As for marine tourism, for example, I personally developed a hobby and later on became interested in diving. Whenever there are holidays, or what they call big days, when you get 5 or 6 days off, I organize some friends to go traveling and diving together. It's a bit of a niche activity, but once you get into it, it's actually quite addictive.
Are you still keeping up with this activity now?
Now, since I'm a bit older, I dive less and I have another hobby, which is playing badminton. I've liked playing sports since I was a kid. Also, in Indonesia, badminton is actually the national sport. It's very popular among ordinary people now. There are many courts. And overall, the badminton level of the general public in Indonesia is even a bit higher than in China at the moment.
Speaking of which, from the movie, I learned that you established a badminton club in Indonesia, and it has become quite well known. What was your original intention in founding this badminton club, and what role does it play now as it has developed?
At that time, it was just a few Chinese people who got to know each other, and since we all liked playing badminton, we would go to the court and play together. As time went on, more and more people gathered. The original intention was simply to exercise and make friends. As the group grew, we naturally formed what we now call a badminton club. Later on, the club received support and sponsorship from Oppo Indonesia, the mobile phone company. Thanks to Mr. Lee Jai, we also organized some activities including social matches and competitive matches. In addition, our club itself holds a team tournament every quarter because competition creates a lively atmosphere. For each team tournament, some companies and organizations also sponsor us with prizes. For the 3rd anniversary tournament, everyone volunteered enthusiastically for the uniforms, and sometimes there were even lines of people waiting to sponsor. It's really great.
The atmosphere here is quite positive and uplifting.
Yes, our principle is that brothers and sisters help each other overseas. This platform also plays a certain role. Brothers and sisters from all over the country, whether they represent their own companies, are self-employed, work for state-owned or central enterprises, or are here for work, all gather together. There's some business exchange as well, and it doesn't always have to be through formal dinners or banquets.
Right?
Playing sports together or just chatting also helps promote business development among each other.
This kind of interaction is just easier without all the pretentiousness or formalities.
Yes.
Right, it's easier to communicate because we're all doing sports, we're all positive and upbeat, so talking about these things just comes naturally.
And during these interactions, there isn't necessarily that strong sense of commercial self-interest.
You've really turned it into a platform. Anything can be discussed here. We're not just exercising. Outside of sports, we can also chat, talk about work, and so on.
It's like having a circle of friends. Everyone communicates and connects. After playing ball, if a few close friends want to, we can have a small drink together. Yeah, just to relax a bit. It's great, and in a way, it just happened naturally. With so many people playing, there are single men and women too, so it's also become a platform for people to find partners, at least in our group. Our club has been around for about 11 years now. From acquaintance to friendship to love. Now 8 couples have already gotten married and even had kids.
I've basically become the matchmaker for the Indonesian branch. You really are like a matchmaker.
It just happened naturally, helping others find happiness. As the group leader and organizer, I feel like I'm accumulating good karma and virtue. That feeling,
It does give you a sense of accomplishment.
yeah, sense of accomplishment.
So, in the future, any young people coming to Indonesia should check in with you,
Yeah.
especially those who are single.
If you like playing ball, our group is open to everyone. Anyone interested, especially those living in Indonesia long term, is welcome to join us and have fun together.